Righty, uptake time again. Back from a little mission. So I've got this back section for in here, and as you can see, like there's a couple little bits of rust in it, but it's nothing like as you can see in here. This is all nice and solid where that's all rotten. And there's a little bit of rot in this piece too, but like it's not bad. Like it's all quite repairable depending, but I'll want to unpick a lot of the spot welds and actually pull it apart so I can get in here and clean all this up and treat it all and undercoat it and then texture on texture underspray as much as I can, except for where the joins are, and then I'll put weld through primer on it and join them together, and then when I've got it back in the car I'll get in there and I'll spray a bit more stuff in around there and just try and seal the seams up and all that sort of stuff and make it all nice. Like whether I use this back bit or I cut that one out or what, I don't know yet. I haven't quite made up my game plan, but I've got it here now. I'm going to get some spot weld drill bits and start drilling all the spot welds out and pull all the bits off, and I won't throw anything away until I'm finished and got it back in the car, because I don't know, like I may need some of this section under here like to repair bits and pieces underneath that actual skin. So I've tried to give myself as much material as I could. I was going to cut the mounts off the other subframe off this other parts car, but the guy said I've got to strip this car anyway because he wants the file out of it to fix this ute that he's building. Unfortunately, I didn't get any video footage of it because it was pretty wet and miserable up there. So we got this out as quick as we could, and I got my bonnet springs and I got some new hinges and everything, bits and pieces for the front of this, so I can put the bonnet on properly and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, like the ute's been quite creatively done. It's sort of been half done and it's never been finished. So I'll sort of explain what they've done. They've chopped the roof off through here, and then they've taken the back section, so obviously they've whacked this off through here somewhere, dragged all this forward once I've taken it off the car. They've welded the back doors shut, and then they've grafted this all in. So now this back edge of the window is now in here. They've actually done quite a nice job of it. It's probably, I reckon, probably in here somewhere. I'm not 100% sure, but it's probably in here somewhere. And they've basically cut the roof through there and they've rejoined it in here. So yeah, it's probably been cut through here somewhere. And that's been grafted in. And then on the guards themselves, it's been cut, I'd say probably down through here somewhere. And they've moulded a, hard to say, I think probably the top section off the back guards of a 60s ute of some description. It looks like it could be a Falcon, or like an XY and XW Falcon, or maybe a like an AP series Valiant ute. It could be even another model Valiant ute, like an early one, because it sort of sweeps up, rolls up here, and then it's got a little cap on it. So like it's about that much higher than the window frame, and they've built a nice strong structure around through the back there, but it's had a floor grafted into it from a ute from something, I'm not sure what, and that runs right through, and it's had a frame built underneath it, and it's basically the frame's been put on over top of the original floor structure of the car. And so yeah, this piece here is hard up against the back of the seat. So I don't know whether they're going to put a bench seat or they're going to use the original buckets. I'm not sure because that wasn't in it. But yeah, like it's sort of all the window structure and everything, but there's nothing in between there and the floor, like and behind it. Like that's never been closed in, and the sides have been sort of half-by grafted in from this ute, like all the inner down to the floor, and somebody's cut the back off the boot lid, and that's been grafted into a tailgate of some sort of ute too, and all the hinge mechanisms and everything are all there. So it's been done reasonably well, but there's a lot of work to go yet. Maybe some other stage if I go back up there and bits and pieces, I might try and take some photos or take some video footage. But it's quite interesting. Like it's been done quite well. Quite a few years ago, and then the guy that was doing it must have died, and then it sat, and it's been pushed outside, and it sort of got left, and it's sort of got a bit of rust in it and spots, but they're going to repair it all. But anyway, I was talking about the subframe that I was going to cut the mounts off. Well, we've decided he's got to gut this parts car. Hold on, matey. Right, sorry before I got interrupted there. Right. So what we're going to do with the subframe, because I was going to cut the mounts off to go on the subframe and graft them onto mine, but he's got to cut the firewall and the floors out of this other car to help repair this ute that it's been built. So we're going to I'm going to take the whole subframe and he's going to strip it all, and I'm just going to swap it over because I'm going to want to pull mine out and clean it all up and paint all the parts and check all the ball joints and everything anyway. So while I've got it out, we'll just swap it over. So that'll be easy enough to do there. So that saves pissing around welding bits and pieces back on, and at least they'll be in the right place. Alright guys, I'll leave it at that, and we'll do some more. Cheers.